Hi, my babies. Hi, my babies. Hi, and welcome back to another spiritual message. Today's spiritual message is the turning point. It is actually 2:02 p.m. Saturday. What's today? Today is June 14th. So 6, which is the month of June, is all about, y'all know, balance and harmony. 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is all about changes. So they're saying right now, God is preparing us for certain changes for this turning point. God is showing us what we need to get rid of, habits we need to change, people we need to let go of, things that we need to purge, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually right now, and even financially for some of y'all. They're saying, okay, some of them subscriptions and whatnot, yeah, we need to cut that back, okay? Eating out so much, yeah, we need to cut that back. And they're also for it to be 2:02. That means that there is a renewal with not everybody, but with some people, or even if you're going through your elevation, there is a renewal with the connection with your higher ups right now. There is a balance coming in. There is an agreement that is happening in the spiritual world, baby. I'm hearing hidden counsels. Whoo! So here we go. So I literally just got myself together because it takes like 2-3 hours just for everything I need to do when I get up before I can actually sit down and smoke a blunt. Okay, I'm just being honest, because that helps me meditate. I ain't even sparked my blunt yet. As soon as I got comfortable, got my hot toddy ready, here come God. God said, the turning point. I said, the turning point. And that's where we're at right now. Now, the first message I was getting about the turning point was basically God saying that, or Jah, Allah, whoever, baby, be open-minded. Okay, I say God because that is a universal word. Everybody know who I'm speaking about. Okay, if I say higher ups, it's the same thing. But God basically is saying that they see the work that we've been putting in. The people that really have been working on themselves, really working on getting their life together, changing their thoughts, becoming a better person, just doing better in life. Like, they see the work that we've been doing, and they've been saying it all year. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. And then it's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. It's divine, because the message they gave me is, this is the turning point, or the turning point, and we're halfway through the year. We're in the month of June. We're halfway through the year. See how God work, man. But they were saying this is the turning point for a lot of us that's been putting in the work, that's been becoming better people, that have been trying to turn the other cheek, okay? You know, just trying to elevate and become better, become closer to God, walk in our purpose, walk in our mission, you know, fulfill our destiny. This is our turning point. Them challenges and obstacles and things we've been coming up against, we're going to watch them cease over the next 6 months, leading all the way into the new year, all the way into spring. Not saying life's going to be easy, okay? But it will become a little easier. You'll know how to navigate through this next phase, through this next season of your life. Now, the second message they gave me about the turning point was, they done took me, I guess I start giving y'all scriptures that I'm reading. But the reason why I didn't is because I'll read something, people will legit go look up the scripture and then completely bite my message. Okay, and that's why I won't give y'all scriptures. But, I mean, the biters gonna do what they gonna do, right? So what we're reading from today is gonna be a little long, but I'm gonna break it down, is Jeremiah. And I do believe it's actually chapter 5, which is interesting. I was supposed to be reading chapter 6, and I ended up reading chapter 5. That is crazy. Yeah, it was supposed to be chapter 6, but I'll come back with another message about that. But yeah, Jeremiah chapter 5. And it says, look, there go an airplane. When I started, it was a train. Things are definitely elevating right now. People are definitely moving for that. Is a confirmation. It's called universal corruption. The chapter is called universal corruption. And when I saw that was the name of the chapter, I said, boy, God's speaking right now. I told y'all God is tired. When I started this message, it was the train. That means on track, reaching your destiny, moving forward. It was a horn going off, which means there is announcement. Something is coming. Something is around the corner. Whether it be good or bad, something is coming. And then for that airplane, as soon as I was about to start reading the scripture, this is an elevation. God's people are protected. If you move with a righteous heart, not act righteous, not, oh, praise God, saints. No. Integrity means when others are not looking, when cameras are not on you, when there is not a crowd, when there ain't a whole bunch of witnesses. That's what integrity means, okay? Those who move with a heart of integrity, we going places, all right? So it says universal corruption. It says roam the streets of Jerusalem, look about and observe, search through her squares to find even one who acts justly. I just said that God is looking out for the just. God is looking out for the righteous. And they're saying, basically trying to find the just and the righteous these days is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's hard to find us. It's hard to find us because there's so many artificial lights out here. It's so many artificial lights, and they ain't really lights. They really mirrors, and they're trying to reflect people of the light. They're trying to reflect people that are righteous. They're trying to reflect people that are just, so people think they are good, so they can slither their way through the door. Let's get it. Okay, we're gonna start over. We're gonna start over, saints. Okay, universal corruption. Jeremiah chapter 5. Roam the streets of Jerusalem, look about and observe, search through her squares to find even one who acts justly and seeks honestly, and I will pardon her. They said that's why it's so important to be obedient. That's why it's so important to not get back, and know that if you are moving right, God gonna get back for you in ways that you couldn't even do it. And they're saying even if you do sin, even if you do mess up, baby, God, the heart God got, humans ain't got. Humans ain't got the forgiveness and the grace that these people had. Just like they said, I will pardon her because you chose to have a right heart even in a world of corruption. You still chose to cling on to me, even in a world of corruption, okay? They say, as the Lord lives, but in fact, they swear falsely. Lord, do your eyes not search for honesty? I've been telling y'all, God loves honest people, and that's why God loved me so much, because I'm honest. No, God, I'm pissed today. Like, why would you allow that to happen? Or God, I'm sad, or God, this, or God, I'm going to tell God how I feel. I ain't about to come to God and be faking it with God. Like, Lord, I'm great. Yeah, Lord, I'm grateful, but Lord, I'm pissed. But Lord, I'm pissed. I'm made in your image. I feel what you feel. Lord, I'm pissed. And you feel what I feel. Build a true connection with God. That's what this turning point is about. I've been telling y'all all last year. All the universal 8 year. Get your soul right. Get your soul right. Get your soul right. When I say summer is coming, when I say this shit about to go down, you better get your soul right and get your protection up in every kind of the way. Okay? In every kind of the way. Mentally. Okay? Dismiss people out your life that disturb your energy, that disturb your mental, that disturb your emotions. Set boundaries so people do not feel like they could just walk all over you. Spiritually step that protection up. Okay? Get your salt, get your stones, your candles, your incense, your holy Bible, okay, your prayer, your meditation. Give back to the earth, honey. Okay, gracious. And even with your finances, I told y'all, check your account 3 times a day. When you get up in the middle of the day and when you go to sleep, even if all you got in there is $2, that is your $2. People out here scheming, they will try to take your $2. And then even with your electronics, get your virus protection and your spyware and all of that. Okay, don't be giving out your address to everybody, and don't be giving everybody rides. All right, protect yourself now, baby. All right. You struck them, but they did not flinch. You laid them low, but they refused correction. All right, and there's plenty of people that we can all think about. We like, dang. Like, that person, it's clearly something wrong with that person's soul. I mean, even down to preachers, yo. It's like that. It's like people's soul, them false prophets, boy, they coming out. They coming out, because regardless of the position that you may have been put in or that you may have earned, God looks at your heart. I told y'all my day one, he done pow some people. Man, we talking about more than 3. He done pow some people. But God allowed me to see a vision of my day one dap up his brother as he walked into heaven. Because I ain't think he was going to make it. His sister ain't think he was going to make it to heaven. His mama actually said that out my mouth. She said, girl, I ain't think he was going to make it to heaven. Because we know some things that boy done did. But his heart is what got him in there. Because God know that boy heart. God know he done been through stuff in the environment he was in. And that he was protecting himself. He was protecting himself. He ain't just go out there and pow people just to pow people. No, he was protecting himself because he had a lot of fucking haters. And I told my grandma the story earlier when we were staying in the church house, and he had came back from his mama's house, and he needed me to give him a ride to the probation office because he was in Norfolk and he knew I was in Norfolk, but his probation office in another city. So I was like, yeah, come on in here. I'm finishing up my homework, and then I'll give you a rack. I was like, what time you need to be there? He said, whatever time I get there, my PO cool. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, well, let me finish this homework assignment right quick. But I told him, when we come in the house, I said, don't speak to them church people, because they're rude to me. Tell me why that man walked right in that house. And y'all know my day one let me down. That man walked right in that house. He looked right at one of the ladies that was giving me the most problems, and he said, hi, ma'am, how you doing today? And I told my grandma, I said, I'm proud of him, because he didn't allow my emotions to basically like dictate or change who he is. And that's what I mean by my day one got a heart of gold. My day one, most people looking, oh, he thug, he a gangster, he keep getting locked up, he ghetto, this, that, and the third. He actually didn't act ghetto, but I mean, hood than a mug though. Okay, hood than a mug though. But it was his heart. It's for things like that that got him in heaven. Even though somebody who he loved dearly, which is me, and I was wrong, told him to do something that was not right, he still listened to his heart. And he still, okay, he was his own man. Make sure the people you got around you are influencing you correctly. All right? Because just like that homeless lady told me, she said, be careful. She said, your friends could take you to jail and your friends could take you to hell. All right? You better be careful with who you got around you, boo. They set their faces harder than stone and refused to return. These are the people who allowed the world to change them, allowed the world to corrupt them, and don't see an issue with their ways. God said they're not playing with them no more. I thought these are only the lowly. They behave foolishly. And that's why some people be acting a fool, or be giving their body away to whoever, or twerking and half naked, or sleeping with somebody, man. And like just all this crazy stuff, stealing and plotting and scheming and deceiving. Okay? That's why they do these things. For they do not know the way of the Lord, their justice of their God. They let me go to the leaders and speak with them. See, I just said this about the preachers. They let me go to the leaders. And it ain't just preachers, political leaders, okay? They let me go to the leaders. Not all preachers. My goodness, get out your feelings. They let me go to the leaders and speak with them. For they must know the way of the Lord. Because they're the leaders, right? They got to know the way of God. They've got to. For they must know the way of the Lord, the justice of their God. But one and all, they have broken the yoke, torn off the harness, meaning God put these people in position. As soon as these leaders, as soon as these millionaires, as soon as these preachers, these political people, these teachers, these principals, whoever get in position, all of a sudden they think they're God. They forget about God. They think they have other people's lives in their hand. They think they the ones out here playing chess and we just they little pawns. That's where you messed up. Therefore, lions from the forest slay them. Wolves of the desert ravage them. Leopards keep watch round their cities. All who come out are torn to pieces, for their crimes are many, their rebellions numerous. Just like God said, I have not forgotten. God remembers everything. God remembers everything. Be careful of who you're listening to. Be careful of who churches you going to, who schools you attending, who seminars, who videos you watching, who posts you reading, who you interacting with. Be careful, because just because they in a leader position does not mean they earned it, does not mean they deserve it, does not mean God gave it to them, does not mean that they're leading correctly or they know what they are doing. That's why we have a beautiful word called sovereignty. Govern yourself, boo. Trust that intuition. Tap in with them higher ups. Okay? Because there is none. And I mean there is none on this earth higher than God. I don't care how much voodoo, hoodoo, whatever they know. I don't care how much college education they got. I don't care how much money they got. There is nobody higher than God. Ain't not one scientist that be out here copying and mimicking foods and this, that, and the third higher than God. And that's the problem. Out here got laboratory meat, laboratory fish out here in these grocery stores, shooting up these vegetables with hormones, water all contaminated. Man is not God. Okay? Period. For their crimes are many, their rebellions numerous. Why should I pardon you? Your children have forsaken me. They swear by gods that are no gods. I fed them, but they commit adultery. To the prostitute's house they throng. They are lustful stallions. I'm going to say it again. They are lustful stallions. Catch it. Each neighs after the other's wife. Okay? Should I not punish them for this, oracle of the Lord? On a nation like this, should I not take vengeance? I said God is pissed. I've been saying that since September 2023. God is over it. Now, just because it's taking a while, don't mean God ain't coming. Okay? Whether they angry or whether they coming to bless, it don't mean that God ain't coming just because they taking a while for you. Climb her terraces and ravage them. Destroy them completely. This is the universal 9-year. This is the same thing, just in case you ain't catch what I've been trying to tell y'all, as Noah's Ark. That's exactly what's happening this year. God is tired. This is the year of Noah's Ark. We go into the universal 1 year next year, where there will be a new beginning, there will be a new earth, there will be a new energy. God is tired. Climb her terraces and ravage them. Destroy them completely. Tear away her tendrils. They do not belong to the Lord, for they have openly rebelled against me. Both the house of Israel, ain't Israel in war right now, and the house of Judah, oracle of the Lord. They denied the Lord, saying, and see, that's the problem right here. These people that get in these powers of positions, doing all that, the dark magic and this, that, and the third. Now, understand there's a difference between dark and, okay, I said dark magic, all right? They denied the Lord, saying, He is nothing. Oh, the sky god. The sky god. He is nothing. No evil shall come to us. Neither sword, no famine shall we see. But yet motherfuckers out here getting in car accidents. Motherfuckers out here falling ill, catching cancer. Okay, just dying out of nowhere, losing jobs, losing houses, losing money. People turning on them. But God ain't coming though. But God ain't gonna do nothing though. And then as soon as something bad happens to them people that think like that, then they think, oh, well, someone's doing witchcraft on me. Nah, baby, that's God. The righteous ain't got to do witchcraft. We ain't got to cast no spell. We ain't got to run our mouth to try to block people from rocking with you and try to blackball you and blackmail you. No, we don't do none of that. We let God handle it, baby. We let God handle it, boo. And then all of a sudden, bad shit start happening. They getting in car accidents and ending up in the hospital and losing houses and losing court cases and getting locked up. Then all of a sudden, oh, well, it must be the righteous that's throwing the witchcraft. No, baby, that's God tapping that ass. That is God tapping that ass. The prophets are wind, and the word is not with them. Let it be done to them. There's some people out here calling us light workers, messengers of gods, and those of us who are really, truly prophets. And saying that, oh, well, they're not the real thing. Let it happen to them. It's not going to happen to us. And then when it don't happen, when bad stuff don't happen to us, well, let us cast a spell at them. Let us blackball them. Let us tell people that they're crazy, or that they're a whore, or that they're a liar, or that they have an STD, or that they're lazy and they're incompetent and they're not a hard worker and they're just going to use you. And okay, let us tell people these things. Then since we can't stop them, since God is blessing them, we must tear them down so they be down here with us, so they don't feel so highly and we feel so lowly. Okay, so in other words, people that are light workers, people that are messengers of God, people that are truly prophets, okay, yeah, we gonna get tested. Yeah, we've been going through some things. We may have been getting a hit left and right, but oh, God is watching. Keep that heart pure, baby. That's what God been working on me for a long time. At least we're going to say 7 years straight. For a long time, God been working on my temper. Because yeah, Nina, you are in the right. But your response, girl. Okay? So to my people related to me and POA, that's your pop-off agent. That's your temper. Let's reel it in. Let's reel it in. You ain't got to give them the response they looking for. Tell them go look somewhere else, boo. Therefore, thus says the Lord, the God of hosts, because you have said this, see, I make my words a fire in your mouth, and this people the wood that it shall devour. Okay? Beware, I will bring against you a nation from far away, O house of Israel, oracle of the Lord, a long-lived nation, an ancient nation, a peoples whose language you do not know, whose speech you cannot understand. I said, ain't Israel in war right now? I'm just saying. Their quivers are like open graves. All of them are warriors. They will devour your harvest and your bread, devour your sons and your daughters, devour your sheep and cattle, devour your vines and fig trees. With their swords, they will They will beat down the fortified cities in which you trust. Meaning these people who think they are bigger than God. These people who think they're going to keep getting away with stuff. These people who think they're going to keep attacking the righteous. Keep beating down the righteous. Okay? Keep doing things to us that are unjust. Thinking they're going to get away with it. Oh, baby. What they say is always somebody out there bigger and better. And God is the top dog. You best to bet that. God is unleashing. I said God is unleashing right now. They're not playing. They're not playing. Nor should they. Look at this world right now, y'all. Look how horrible and fucked up this world is. I'm like, damn, the more and more I heal, the more and more I get closer to God, the more and more I don't like this world. The more and more I don't like the way people operate, people think, people move. The more and more I can't get with that robot matrix shit. I don't want to dress like everybody, look like everybody, smell like everybody, talk like everybody, dance like everybody, go everywhere everybody is. No, I got my own path that God uniquely gave to me. My own blueprint that I got to walk, that I got to build, that I got to fulfill. This is somebody's message. Yet, even in those days, Oracle of the Lord, I will not completely destroy you. Meaning, long as you stay righteous, I got you. Long as you keep that pure heart, I got you. Yeah, the weapon gonna form, but that shit ain't gonna prosper though. Okay? And when they ask, why has the Lord our God done all these things to us? Say to them, as you have abandoned me to serve foreign gods in your own land, so shall you serve foreigners in a land not your own. Announce this to the house of Jacob. Proclaim it to Judah. Pay attention to this, you foolish and senseless people who have eyes and do not see, who have ears and do not hear. That go back to that third eye and that throat chakra. Okay, who have eyes and do not see, because that third eye is closed. Yeah, you got physical sight, but you ain't got spiritual sight at all. Who have ears and do not hear. I told y'all, you speak, but you also hear through the throat chakra. It's the ears, nose, throat doctor. That third eye and that throat chakra. Some of us need to work on it, okay? Should you not fear me, Oracle of the Lord? Should you not tremble before me? I made the sandy shore the sea's limit, which by eternal decree it may not overstep. Eternal decree. That means forever. That means the ocean is not ever allowed to leave the ocean. It may crash and go up on the sand. It may flood the land for a little bit, but it's not allowed to move from where God put it though. Meaning God is in control. That's what it means. God is in control. Tossed though it may, it is to no avail. Though it billows roar, they cannot overstep. But this people's heart is stubborn and rebellious. They turn and go away and do not say in their hearts. I said, God, look at your heart and do not say in their hearts, let us fear the Lord our God who gives us rain early and late in his time, who watches for us over the appointed weeks of harvest. Okay? It says, let us fear the Lord. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't start fearing God until probably the last maybe 6 to 8 months. Well, first we had to build our faith up. That's what we worked on the last year. But what really made me start fearing God, I'm like, God, I'm not scared of you. Okay, I'm not scared of you. But what made me start fearing God, it wasn't nothing I did wrong. It was when I saw how God was getting back my enemies. Because God know I don't do witchcraft. God know I don't be speaking spells and curses over people's life. But how I saw, I be like, God, why would people do this to me? I'm one of the nicest people. Rough around the edges. Yeah, I sure have been through a lot of shit. I'm one of the nicest, giving, caring people. And this world keep trying to change me. I'm not going to let the world change me from being there. And I be like, God, why are these people doing this for? Why to me, of all people? If I did something wrong, we could have had a conversation. I could have corrected my action. Like, damn. But some of this stuff is just from hurt feelings and ego, and I just don't understand. I just don't. I always look at me, Nina, what did you do wrong? What can you do to correct the situation? What do you have in your control that you could do better with? And it's like, I just don't be understanding. What made me start fearing God is how I saw God was getting these people back for me. Not even for me, just for them. All honesty, because I work for God. And the way I was seeing how God was getting these people back, how quickly and how bad, I said, yeah, I'm scared of you. Okay? Yeah, I ain't trying to end up on that end. No. I'm like, God, dang. Sometimes I be like, God, did you have to get them back that hard, though? I be praying for them. I'll be praying for them. Like, God, did you, but sometimes, God, do your thing. Okay, God, do what you do. Okay? Do what you do. But yeah, work on building that relationship. I know some of us pray, God is good, God is great, or now lay me down to sleep, or whatever the case may be. Now, really build a connection, have conversations with them people, yo. Have conversations with them people, and then let it also seep through your actions. Okay? Let it seep through your actions. Your crimes have prevented these things. Your sins have turned these blessings away from you. And any people wonder why their life is the way it is. You want to keep throwing curses or keep doing evil stuff or sneaky manipulative stuff. Then you wonder why you got a bad report at the doctor, why your wife left you, or whatever the case may be. This is why. This is why. For criminals lurk among my people. Like fowlers, they set traps. But it is human beings they catch. Okay? Say it again. For criminals lurk among my people. Like fowlers, they set traps. A weapon might form, but it ain't gonna prosper. But it is human beings that they catch. Human beings, not spiritual beings, not righteous beings, not God's people. It's human beings that they catch. Their houses are as full of treachery as a bird cage is of birds. Therefore, they grow powerful and rich, fat and sleek. They pass over wicked deeds. Justice they do not defend by advancing the claim of the orphan or judging the cause of the poor. Some of these rich and high-placed people and famous people, they talking to y'all. I'm going to read it again for those in the back. God said he is not happy with y'all. Therefore, they grow powerful and rich. And that's when y'all start thinking y'all got, oh, Elon Musk, go Donald Trump. That's when y'all start thinking y'all got, oh, I got billions. I got millions. What can you tell me? I made $7 million. God's blessing my seed. Just because you made $7 million, that don't mean God is blessing your seed. Because it definitely say in the Bible, do not worry about increasing your wealth, but walk in your purpose. Just because you got money does not mean God bless you. Because the devil bless people with money too, bitch. The devil blesses people with money too, bitch. What God are you serving, girl? What God are you serving? Great, you made $7 million, but $7 million ain't going to save your soul from eternal damnation. Just letting you know. $7 million damn dollars, okay? What is that compared to God? What is that compared to God? Let me tell you, 30 years of trauma. $7 million could not ever buy how many times God done spared my life from the enemy. Ever. $7 million is pennies to God. That don't add up. That's a physical thing. That ain't spiritual. That ain't vibrational. A piece of paper I could take a piece of fire to, or a piece of metal I could throw in the fire and that shit will diminish. Throw God in the fire. Throw God in the fire. What's going to come out? Pure fucking gold. Pure gold. Get your mind right. That's why God got y'all watching me. Because some of y'all souls ain't right. God is testing your heart. Y'all don't even realize that. Can I tell them now? You failed. You failed. All you rich and famous people watching me. You failed. God tested y'all heart to see if y'all would help me. And y'all didn't. You failed. I ain't asking y'all for help. You failed. God led y'all to me for a reason. To help y'all heal, to help y'all realize things, and also to test your heart. Now, not all of y'all failed. Some of y'all be throwing jewels. I appreciate it. But to any of y'all that ever had an inkling like, let me reach, and you didn't, you failed. You failed. I've realized that God my baby said God used you as a spiritual booby trap. And I'm starting to realize that. Because I do not look the best. I don't come from the best circumstances. I ain't made the best choices. But these spiritual gifts and this heart that God gave me, baby, is unmatched. It's unmatched. Tap into yourselves, my garden people. Tap into yourselves and realize what is in you that God made special about you. And maximize on that shit. Because it's irreplaceable. And maximize on that shit. Therefore, they grow powerful and rich, fat and sleek. That nice name brand shit. Yeah, you rather have name brand shit or you rather have a house and a toilet to shit in? I'm just asking. They pass over wicked deeds. Justice they do not defend. I said spiritual booby trap by advancing the claim of the orphan or judging the cause of the poor. Now, mind you, I'm out here financially fucked up, but for 10 years straight, my charity had at least a minimum one give back every year. I'm giving clothes to cancer patients. I'm giving clothes to people that got burnt out their houses. Send a box of toys to 2 families up in Richmond for Christmas because they got burnt out their house. We sending shit to Sierra Leone. We sending shit to Haiti. We sending shit to Houston. We sending shit to Baton Rouge. We sending shit to North Carolina. We sending shit to Philly. Okay, I ain't never been to Houston. I ain't never been to Baton Rouge, Haiti. I ain't never been to Freetown, Sierra Leone. I ain't got no passport, but my name is in them history books over there. And the letter that the man sent me, he said, "Thank you for taking action." What's it called, y'all? I'm looking at it. The ambassador for Sierra Leone. He told me, "Thank you for taking action." Because even though Nina ain't got much, Nina in her heart said, "I got to do something. I can't fly all this stuff over there, but I know it's something I can do to get this stuff to these people. I got to do something. I can't just sit there and watch a video of a fucking mudslide take out a whole fucking village and there's women and children and elderly people out there. I got to do something." Houston got hit around the same time. Got hit with that big ass flood. I got to do something. I wasn't old enough to do nothing for Katrina. I'm going to do something for Houston, though. Especially since the Red Cross down there charging black people to fucking eat food that they supposed to be giving them, though. Oh, yeah, we going to do something. Can't just sit still. And that's the thing about the righteous. We fight for the righteous. We fight for the just cause. We can't just sit still because it's in our heart. It's in us. Not just something we do for a look or for attention or for a photo op or to get a letter from the ambassador of Sierra Leone. No, we do it because that's what's in our heart. Check your heart posture. My God. "Shall I not punish these things, oracle of the Lord? On a nation such as this, shall I not take vengeance? Something shocking and horrible has happened in the land." I said God is pissed. The prophets prophesied falsely. All these damn card readers up here on YouTube, bruh. God ain't tell all y'all do that. And then y'all get mad when I tell the story. Oh yeah, I had clients. I was doing energy cleanses. I was meeting people at the library, at the park. Before I even knew they was even doing readings up here on YouTube. Before I even knew that shit. Before I even posted my first video up here. You can't get mad at somebody that naturally got the gift, boo-boo. Go figure out what you really supposed to be doing and stop hustling these people about their damn money because y'all want to get out the hood or because y'all want to shit on people. This ain't about shitting on people. Shit on the old you. Become better. And become better. Get the fuck out y'all ego. This ain't about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you at posting readings, card readings, or spiritual messages, quote unquote. This ain't about y'all ego. This ain't about you. And you would know that if you was really righteous. I see the righteous ones out there. I see the real light workers out there. I see y'all putting in work even when you're tired. See y'all pushing the messages out regardless of what may be coming up against you or what you're dealing with privately behind closed doors. Y'all keep going. But to y'all, oh, I just need to go on Amazon or, oh, I'm just put a dot on my forehead and act like I'm spiritual. Or, oh, I'm going to just say this and act like I'm spiritual. Oh, I'm going to just, nah. Some of them doing witchcraft, so y'all come and watch their videos. They doing witchcraft, so y'all purchase from them. They doing witchcraft when they find out y'all like somebody else more than them. They get attacked. I ain't the only one getting attacked on YouTube like this. Plenty of other people like me that's righteous getting attacked like this. But the whole point is, God didn't put us here just to be quiet. Nah, you speak up, baby. You walk in that purpose, boo. Because this shit coming to an end. God is unleashing a horrible vengeance. And it might be one of the worst ones we've ever seen in our lifetime. I'm telling you it's going to be bad. I'm telling you it's going to be bad. Stop playing with people's spirituality just because you want to check. I want to check too, bitch. Okay? But I ain't going to play with nobody's life like that. This shit is just like going to a surgeon. When you go to somebody for spiritual work, y'all don't play like that. It's just like going to a surgeon. Okay? Like, you gotta be careful with that. That could cost you your life. You could get spiritual invaders, all types of things. They could try to take over your life. Sooner they'll put a witchcraft on you and how you paying them $600, $700 a month. And the shit they doing ain't even working. Y'all better be careful. And if you gonna get your ass up here and speak righteously, whether you religious or not, whether you believe in God or not, but you trying to raise the vibration of the world, Which I don't see how you could not believe in God and be trying to raise him that man. Anyway, each his own shit. Ain't my place to judge. You better stop playing with these people. And y'all better start paying attention to who's, are they really helping you grow? Are they really feeding you answers? Or they just giving you some comfort? Okay, or they just giving you some comfort? Because a lot of these bitches that's up here doing that shit, that's faking it like they really gifted and they not, and they ain't teaching nobody nothing. Or they biting other people's shit. They low vibrational, low self-esteem, insecure, ain't never been shit ass people. I'm just being honest. Ain't never been shit ass people. And they think they could just get up here and hustle somebody just to make it seem because they want to be YouTube, Instagram, social media famous. Fuck that famous shit. I want God to know me. Fuck that famous shit. Okay? Get your soul right. Something shocking and horrible has happened in the land. The prophets prophesied falsely, and the priests, didn't I say preachers? And the priests teach on their own authority. Oh, you egotistical little dick, quit pumping ass preachers. Let me tell you, God coming for y'all asses too. And it don't make sense. Oh, Peter Popoff ass motherfucker. It don't make sense. Pushing people in the damn floor, making them have fake seizures and shit. Instead of that telling people, oh, y'all need to give money to the church. No, they need to pay their bills and make sure their household is taken care of first. You could go get a part-time job like the preachers used to do back in the day. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. And be careful of these preachers out here and these spiritual leaders, even in the conscious community, regurgitating the same thing over and over in the same book, in the same message over and over. You're buying the same thing over and over. They're mind fucking y'all. Stop being a mind fucked puppet. Straight up. And get in tune with that inner God. Get in tune with that inner God. Y'all better stop playing with people like that. Because God is not happy. And this is your warning. Okay, the words of Lil Kim. This is a warning. Okay, this is your warning. This is the turning point. Is now or never. Get your shit together, in the words of Lil Kim. Okay, the words of Lil Kim. Get your shit together. Okay. The prophets prophesize falsely, and the priests teach on their own authority. Yet my people like it this way. What will you do when the end comes? What will you do when judgment day comes? What will you do when there ain't no friends, ain't no richness, ain't no name brand, ain't no BBLs, ain't no lights, camera, action, ain't no stage, ain't no microphone, ain't no camera? What you gonna do? When it's you, God, and St. Peter, what you gonna do? Get your soul right. So, babies, this is the message. This is the turning point. For some of us, it's going to be a good thing. For some of us, not so much, not so much. But that's their business, not ours. Keep your head up, baby. Keep healing, keep elevating, and keep walking with a good heart. Do not let this world change you. I said, think about it. Love you, babies. Mwah.